Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Well, today is March the 8th. The almanac says you can plant above ground crops. Remember that video we talked about on saving your milk jugs, and then we demonstrated the kind and color of milk jug you needed to have and how you could utilize these things. Well, now we're getting ready to do it in the garden. Like I said, the almanac says it's time to plant. So what I've done is I got me a pair of scissors and I've trimmed out the bottom of a milk jug. Now this is the kind you need right here. Not a yellow one, not a clear one, but this right here with the cap on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get ready and plant our squash. Now, I'm going to be doing a video in the near future on crop companion planting, and also on kind of give you an idea of during your planting how you need to plan for the size of plant you're going to receive. So we're going to plant these squash, and I'm only going to put 2 in each bed, and that's because these things are going to get huge. Now I'm going to plant the plants kind of in the middle here, and the reason being is they're going to come out here probably in the walkway out this far. And but I'm going to get them started in these milk jugs. Now these milk jugs are going to serve as a poor man's greenhouse. It's going to have the same effect as a greenhouse would have if you had a great big one. It's going to heat up, it's going to sweat, it's going to give these plants moisture, and so forth. So if you do want to do any additional watering after you get them planted and everything, you can simply just put it right through the top of the jug. But with cold weather coming on and staying around, you may want to keep that lid on to help keep the plant warm. Now, once this thing comes out of the ground, if you have a lot of frost, you may want to come out and even cover your jugs, because any leaves or anything that may be touching this milk jug will get frostbit through the jug just by touching it. So keep that in mind. But we're getting ready to do our squash today, and I come out here with my tater digger, and I kind of raked it up a little bit, and this is black gold dirt, and I went back to the freezer just a few minutes ago and got me some seeds out of the freezer, and so I'm gonna get these ready to go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of, some people take and pull them up a hill. Well, I simply just take mine and I just put them in the dirt here. I'm just gonna plant two here, and I'm gonna cover them up, and then I'm gonna take my milk jug here and I'm gonna twist it right over top of it and get it seated. And then I'm gonna put some dirt up around this milk jug, just like so, to kind of help hold it in place from the wind. So we've got us a squash plant right here, and this will help hold it in place. So we're going to do 3 beds here of planting, and I'm going to plant these 2 this way, and then the rest of them are going to go down the middle of these beds. And the reason I'm planting them this way like this is I don't want this other plant completely covering my strawberries. Now, squash and strawberries are compatible, so you have to take some of this in consideration if you have other plants already in the ground. So we're gonna continue to plant our squash out here. We're gonna go ahead and open up our next milk jug. Now, there we go. I just go around the very base of it. That's all I'm doing, going right around the very base of this thing. Just enough to get the bottom out. Now, if you're wanting to plant your seeds in the house, maybe you live in another zone where it's still extremely cold, like maybe Michigan or somewhere up north, you can take, and I've got that on the other video, you can take and cut your milk jug all the way around to where not all the way into, but where you can open it up and you can place your dirt in there and then fold it back over after you plant your seed and then tape it. And you can set that in the house and or somewhere and have it like that if you're, you know, extremely cold outside so far. But yeah, so that's what you want. You want it looking just like this, and you'll be ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and move up through here and get our next one ready. Like I said, this is going to be planted here, and that way we'll kind of be out of the way of those other two, and we'll continue up through the bed and go from there. So we're going to go ahead and get the dirt moved back here. Go ahead and put us about 2 seeds in here, and we're going to be in good shape here. Go ahead and cover that up. Then we're going to take our jug, kind of twist it down in there. Get it set like we want it, and then we're going to pile some dirt up around it to hold it into place for the wind, so the wind don't take care of it, and so forth. Now, normally I would water this stuff before, but we had some rain day before yesterday. The dirt's still moist, so I'm not going to water it right now. I may come in here and do it again, but a little bit later with some water. So we've got that one planted there. So we're going to go ahead and continue on down through here and get these in the ground. So you have to use the sharp end of the scissor, the pointed end, to get it opened up. You can't use that blunt end. So your scissors are actually backwards in your hand when you go to cut. It's just one of them things. So there we go. My wife would kill me if she knew I had her school teaching scissors out here. So we're going to move on down the box here, folks. We're going to move on down the box. See, I want my jug in there like so. Get my two seeds out of here. Drop them in. And then cover them up with a little dirt. Put my jug in. Well, you got the gist of it, folks. That is winter sowing right here that we're doing. I'm gonna put my other one right over here, and we're gonna continue right on up the beds here, and we're gonna put about probably a total of about 6 squash in, and then we're gonna plant some more 1st of May, somewhere around there. That way we've got some early squash, and then we're gonna have some later squash. Because what happens is you'll have squash come in first, and you don't have any other garden produce, because they come in fairly quickly. And that's something else you need to research, folks, is when you're planting, when your stuff's gonna come in. So you may have to stagger, so you have all your garden vegetables coming in, and you can eat all of it together versus one coming in at a time. So that's something you'll need to research. I guess you call it there's a germination there, and then you got the harvest time from the seed plant until you harvest it, about how many days it is. And I think squash is about 65 days. So you got to take that into consideration, that if you want squash and corn together, corn's generally about 100 days, 110, depending on how much rainwater and stuff you get, temperature of the soil. But you know, if you wanted squash and corn together, you'd have to plant your squash after you planted your corn so you could have that together. So that's things you got to think of, plus using the signs of the almanac to make all of it work out. I appreciate you joining me today here on Deep River Farm, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.